Hi, I'm Claire Sexton, the Board President of the Unitarian Universalist Women's Federation, often shortened as UUWF. Founded in 1963 through the consolidation of Unitarian and Universalist women's organizations, the UUWF has evolved into an education, advocacy, and funding organization with a vital and newly refreshed mission. Grounded in Unitarian Universalist faith and practice, the UU Women's Federation pursues justice, equity, and fairness for all who identify as women and girls and nourishes their spiritual growth. UUWF is one of two associate member organizations of the UUA, along with the Unitarian Universalist Service Committee. Our board is a group of passionate volunteers committed to gender justice and intersectionality, and we are in a transition period. Unfortunately, part of this transition is that we lost a friend and colleague on the board, Elizabeth Betty McCollum, in April to COVID-19. She was part of the team for too short a time, and she was a fierce and faithful advocate for women. Sue Boone, who GA folks might remember as the front of house manager for General Assembly for a long time, is finishing her final term as the treasurer of the UUWF. It's been a real pleasure working with her for the 4 years we've worked together, and I've known her even longer. Our other members are Isabel Call, Reverend Terry Cummings, Reverend Kimberly Quinn Johnson, Gretchen Oman, Reverend Marie Twinkle Porter Manning, and Reverend C. Nancy Reed McKee. Other leadership team members include Reverend Joyce Palmer, the Marjorie Bowens-Wheatley Scholarship Chair, and our fabulous administrator, Dana Robb. Reverends Beth Dana and Marty Keller continue to work with the UUWF on our annual Justice for Women and Girls Sermon Award. After years of discussion, we are excited to finally be working on the last steps of combining with UU Women and Religion, a transition supported by consultant Diane Johnson. One of the many things we're working on with this transition is to embark on a listening campaign to better understand where UU women's needs and passions lie. Hopefully you have heard of or participated in one of our online listening circles, or have had the opportunity to speak with a board member. If not, we welcome your friendship and input and hope you will visit uuwf.org/survey and allow us to get to know you better. One of our pillars of activity is advocacy. As is usually the case, the ill effects of bad things happening in the world and the USA fall disproportionately on women and people of color. We keep tabs on legislation and major events that affect women and girls. Most recently, we issued a statement about the COVID-19 crisis in the U.S., one line of which is, "The UU Women's Federation demands a world where a living wage, paid time off, shelter, ample food, and adequate health care and child care are not markers of privilege, but rather a right of any and every human." Along with over 100 other organizations, the UUWF signed on to a community letter calling on the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Committee to take action on the Global Health Empowerment and Rights Act to end the global gag rule. We also joined the Massachusetts Menstrual Equity Coalition to advocate for the passage of the I Am bill, increasing access to menstrual products. On our programs, Mariela Perez-Simons is the most recent recipient of the Marjorie Bowens-Wheatley Scholarship, which was established in 2009 in recognition of the work of Reverend Bowens-Wheatley, the well-loved minister and mentor who worked tirelessly to raise awareness of the need for more interracial and intercultural congregations in our UU movement. Mariela just finished her final year at Meadville Lombard Theological School, as well as her ministerial internship at All Souls UU in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She is currently a final candidate to be senior minister at Fountain Street Church, a non-denominational congregation in Grand Rapids, Michigan. The Marjorie Bowens-Wheatley Scholarship provides direct financial support to aspirants or candidates to the Unitarian Universalist ministry or candidates in the UUA's religious education or music leadership programs who identify as women of color, Latina, or Hispanic. We are so pleased to support Mariela on her path to ministry. Please don't hesitate to get in touch with us if you are a woman of color on a path to being a UU religious professional. The Margaret Fuller Grants Program supports Unitarian Universalist women in scholarly, prophetic, and innovative exploration of religious feminisms. This year, the program has funded a peer sexuality education program with a focus on making informed choices and advocating for policy. Also, an expert on incarcerated battered women has written a prison ministry curriculum directed at UU women in congregations to teach and support them to visit and develop programs for incarcerated women. We also support publications and curricula. The Circle Model of Shared Leadership is a new publication describing the collaborative model of decision-making used to build community and increase participation. Dreamers, Devisers, Doers, Women Transforming Themselves and the World is a new curriculum for the study of feminism, examining and celebrating the contributions of women throughout history. We are women expressing UU values, creating a world that is safe and joy-filled for women everywhere, and therefore people everywhere. We want your participation. Stay tuned and stay in touch. UUWF.org/survey. Thank you.